So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Isn't it a real pleasure to be able to see the Dutchman Ronald Koeman? He's got to be one of the best ever attack-minded centre-backs, a playmaking centre-back actually, and he can step into midfield and spray a pass with top precision.
Yeah, there's a beautiful purity about the way he strikes the ball.
And he can smack one too.
And it's De Jong. Nedved. It's Bellingham. And it's De Jong. And this is Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nedved. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Guti. Looking to play him in. And here's Messi. Pass somewhat off target. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Nedved. James. De Jong. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. And it's Nedved. Oh, good ball! Roberto Carlos. And Hernandez. And now they can clear their lines. Nedved. James. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Koeman. And it's Nedved. Bellingham. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham. Oh, strongly challenged there. Guti. Just eases him off the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos gets flagged offside. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And it's Nedved. De Jong. It's Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. Great challenge, time to perfection. And he's gone looking for safety. And no, that was never going to make it. Roberto Carlos. Bellingham tries to pass it through. And he can thump it away. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's played through for him. And he's intervened well there. Koeman. Messi. James. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Deftly away. Koeman cuts out the pass. De Jong. And it's Nedved. Knocks it out wide. Nedved!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. Nedved. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Changement. Le numéro 22, le numéro 21. Messi.
So, into the second half.
Le numéro 13.
Angers really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. Nedved cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
That has ended up in no man's land. De Jong. That's an imaginative pass. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Good ball, good take. Knocks it into space, and he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. Desai gets it away. Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear. In towards the back stick.
Angers couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And it's Nedved. Looking for the run. Nedved. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through? And there's his chance to lead the counter. Great vision. Look at this. Takes a shot! And it's in! It is the pick-me-up they all long for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Bellingham. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Rashford! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's there to clear it. That's going across goal. Oh, important interception. Estrela da Amadora have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi. Nedved, and this is Shevchenko. Bellingham will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Estrella da Amadora have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Roberto Carlos with the short one. Koundé gets across to intercept that. Angers still have the cards to affect this game. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Adeyemi is wide and looking to get onto this. And that pass just didn't quite work.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's Nedved. Now, can they get him away? And Shevchenko! Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Shevchenko was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Tries to play it through. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Estrella da Amadora have reclaimed it. Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. Messi. Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cleared without hesitation.
Estrella da Amadora really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
I think we're just about done here.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
De Jong. And it's Bellingham. Nedved. And this is Messi. And that's that. Angers have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Williams taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Angers clearly weren't looking to win it.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter,
Rodgers! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Shot could be on, and Zola! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Neymar. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Zola! Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. O'Reilly. O'Reilly. And it's Bellingham. Jorginho. Angers leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And here's Van Basten. And a chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's the delivery. Oh, great leap! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Bellingham. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Wow, look who's involved.
Knocks it into space. And he plays one through. Deftly away. That's a cute ball. That has ended up in no man's land.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, this looks sharp. Spence. Jorginho is the team's great visionary.
Gary Sembilan definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Spence. And it's Bellingham. Now Neymar. And it's Jorginho. Thinks about the shot. Rodgers was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Howson. O'Reilly. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And Jorginho. Rodgers. Bellingham! And no, just off target. Silvestre. Oh, it's Van Basten. Pedro Porro. He's on it, can he get away? And here's Van Basten. Oh, that was vital. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. O'Reilly. Howson. O'Reilly is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Angers can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Not the most accurate pass. O'Reilly. Well, that pass isn't the best. Tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos. Solar. Kovac breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Howson gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Bellingham. Rodgers. Threads one in. Howson. So a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Angers come in leading by just the odd goal.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Angers have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. The second period is underway. Angers leading courtesy of the game's only goal. It's a searching pass. Ronaldinho. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Zola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Negeri Sembilan have the chance to go the other way. And he's only too happy to take that back. Howson. That has not gone well. And this is Zola.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Pedro Porro. And it's Jorginho. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, easy pickings there. And there's green grass ahead of him. Albert, there's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Alger just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads.
The attendance for this match was 29,950.
Bellingham looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's going to go a long way. Bellingham. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
And this is Zola. Mbappe header! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Great vision.
Ligeri Sembilan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this.
Oh no, what has happened here? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Number 27.
Xavi Simons.
Morgan Rogers.
And that's another good win of the ball.
Number 22. Kukchu. Number 10. Xavi Simons.
And it's Simons. Alger do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Baresi with the clearance. And that's been won straight back.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Rijkaard, and he was alert to it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution on the field. Number 5. Number 23.
And he's decided to go for it.
Number 6. Coming on the field. Number 3. Number 9.
Jorginho.
Number 19.
Now Livramento. Now it's Simons. And it's Simons. Looking tidy in possession here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. One-nil as we head towards the end. 5 minutes left on the clock. Well, that pass isn't the best. Solar. Oh, real chance! And there's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Alger are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's had a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Neymar plays it short. Kukchu's cross. Keeper tries a shot! Onana. And they've got rid. And that's it. Angers are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway.
In Paul's goals, we have a player who can pull all the strings in midfield, one of England's best ever.
So unsung, but utterly appreciated by those he plays with.
Yeah, simply a master of passing, Peter. His ability to know what's going on around him at any given time makes him such a clever and hugely capable danger in this team.
Chance here to counter.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Ronaldinho. What a serious charge here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a good run down the left. And he's managed to get free.
Oh, sweet feet.
He's being urged to shoot. Oh, he's been... And the shot! It's hit the uprights. Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Zola cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Albert Ferrer does really well to win the ball there. Stood up well to him there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Solar. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, well played, well played. Pinches it off him. Well, that is one way to stop him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's played through for him. Cafu gets it away. Arsenal with the corner. They're first. Oh, great leap! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Tries to play it through. Hammers, chasing after it. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho going face to face with his great rival. Wow, goes for the shot! That's got him rattled. Neymar. And now the breakaway. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's taking on the lot of them. De Bruyne receives it in a good position. He's rising! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
That's really well cleared. Now, he's got space here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Driving on and making good progress. And he's well positioned. He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more...
It's Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He has found the way through. And he's there to get it away. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Kaka. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aimed beyond the defence. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Scholes. Now it's Neymar. And that is expertly dealt with. Albert Ferrer. Ronaldinho is a player who's always giving defenders headaches.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Ronaldinho makes a move down the right. That's a smartly directed ball. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Alger go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we are back on the way.
Alger really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Nice looking ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Pass somewhat off target. That's a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. He slings it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for a runner. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Alger do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a sharp finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a searching pass.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that has put paid to that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Changement. Le numéro 17.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Played into space. That is a great pick out. Defending of the desperate for... That's rather hopeful! And that is wildly off target.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Deftly away. Great vision. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's been cut out, well played. That has been slung wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he finish? Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. That's destined for the flank. So what can they make of this? No luck with that dink over the top. Cafu. Now it's Mbappe. Cleared without hesitation. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
He'll fancy himself from here. Messi! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Nicely weighted ball. And here's Zola. Ah, he's had it taken off him. He's under a lot of pressure there. Gerrard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get on the end of this? Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. Hernandez is there to clear. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run, and he's worked it through. That's tidy. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicely worked. Oh, he's great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Terrific effort! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Nicely shaped ball.
Temps additionnel.
He's found a way through. The pass has gone astray. Koundé. He's in a great position here. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! Oh, that is rather wayward. And that will be it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the... noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, football has plenty of poets and artists, but there is only one Roberto Baggio, the most elegant, the most expressive, the most eloquent of them all. He was, at one stage, the very soul of Italian football.
Purity, a real example of timeless excellence. I can say no more than that.
Mbappe! Goal! Angers! And Angers score first! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Deftly away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Van Balten gets a foot in here. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's Baggio! Forlan. He's having a hit! Oh! Fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We're looking. Here's a chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now that's well seen too. He's a sharp little ball here. Romario ploughing through the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's gone for goal! And that's another fine save. It's their second corner of the game. Gerrard is flagged offside. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Forlan. It's a really well-measured ball. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Not the most accurate pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Romario. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well read, nice interception. Vigo, who can single-handedly make a difference. He's through here. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Cafu.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And here's Romario. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Ronaldinho. Looking for the run. Puyol gets across to intercept that. Ronaldinho is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Not a hint of offside here. Olise. It's a goal kick. Roberto Carlos, renowned for his long-range shooting. Roberto Baggio. Koundé cuts it out. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's a searching pass. Koundé getting this one clear. And it's Figo. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Baresi can clear it away. Figo.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, that looks a decent ball. Over to the right flank. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Signore e signori, stiamo per annunciare I numeri vincenti di oggi. Se avete un biglietto, non perdete d'occhio il
Algiers kick off the second half.
Piemonte really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Takes the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Getting up there! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
And here's Romario. And this is for Forlan! Superb goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, what has happened here?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Gerrard. He's looking wide. Now it's Romario. Oh, he's found support out wide. Cleared without hesitation. Goes for a shot! And that was very necessary. Oh, easy pickings there. Zola needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Another throw-in. That's been cut out, well played.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Roberto Baggio, distributed tidily. Silvestre scooting forward. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now it's Forlan. Nice looking ball. And the finish! That's another chance! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
It's Forlan. That's a cute ball. Baresi cuts out the pass. Hernandez. Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Here, it's Forlan! Now, who's going to be first to this? Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho gets on his bike and on the move. Roberto Baggio. And he's only too happy to take that back. Gerrard. Gerrard delivers. Cleared away. Angers do have a chance to counter here. Olise. And it's Baggio. Oh, he's having a go! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
And it's made its way to him. This looks promising. He's found a way through. Played in by Oh, great leap! Olise can get it clear. And the counter is on. Baggio charging forward, the ball at his feet. Aims beyond the defence. And here's Romario. The ball has bounced loose now. Romario showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. Tries to get it clear. Taken back almost at once. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, modern centre-backs are judged on their ability to defend. But this guy, Christian Romero, is a player who excels up front too. He loves every opportunity to make a forward run. And even when it comes to set pieces, he'll hang around for minutes thereafter in the hope that he might just get an opportunity. So yes, he's a centre-back, but a very different one.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, he's burst through. Decent chance! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Zola does really well to win the ball there. Puskás. Now, can they get him away? Good ball over the top. And that should get the job done. Now it's Ronaldinho. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's been cut out, well played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Quarter of an hour played. Chance, surely! And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Mbappe. Now he's got space here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. This looks promising. He has found a way through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Adams gets across to intercept that. And now they can clear their lines. And he's intervened well there. Albert Ferrer. Oh, that's well spotted. Danielson. Nicely weighted ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Now the cross. And it's been hooked away. Hernandez is there to clear. Looking to play him in. And it's been played through. Might be touch. Chance for a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, and he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Xavi Alonso. And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Zola. Albert Ferrer. And he is... Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Albert Ferrer has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Threads one in. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Forlan. He's through here. Oh, that was vital. Now that's well seen too. Looking for the run. And this is Roberto Carlos. And this goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Angers certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Forlan. Danielson.
Gets a good foot in there.
Can he get it through? They get a throw in. And here's Ronaldinho. Danielson. Gerrard. Now it's Forlan. Gerrard does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Ronaldinho. And he's lost his man here. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Great chance! And again. It's a goal! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Shot. And that is indeed the final act. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Changement. Le numéro 20, le numéro 15, le numéro 18.
So we're into the second 45.
Angers have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Puskas. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Roberto Carlos cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Puskas. Oh, no joy this time. And he can clear it away. Roberto Carlos. Danielson. Now it's Puskas. Forlan. Corbel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Puskas. Tries a measured ball. Danielson. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Romero makes the interception. Now it's Forlan. Looking for options for movement. Hernandez clears. And he's managed to get rid. Tries to pass it through. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! And he hits the net. And they get themselves in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Liverpool leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Angers clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Thinks one through, and he's straight offside.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And he cuts out the supply. Just about up to 75 minutes. Liverpool can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, super find. Kobel claims comfortable.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Forlan, played out wide. And it's Koundé. And that's a good Forlan! And that would have been game, set and match.
Forlan really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Changement.
Liverpool with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's going for goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
He's found a way through. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Might want to be careful there.
Denilson, probing pass, and he's being shifted off it.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Now it's Forlan. That pass has been well intercepted. That's a cute ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Baresi with the clearance.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Adeyemi. Now it's Rashford. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle.